Okay. Chris, this is our report right now. The military campaign for Turkey against ISIL inside and outside the border did not reflect the real stances for the government over 5 years that have raised some question. The last one is the purpose behind this campaign and its repercussions upon inside and outside Turkey. Soundbite Mr. Ahmed Davutoglu, the Turkish Prime Minister, is talking. This operation is concerned with the Turkish national security, and we shall move without hesitation should any terrorist organization threat our borders. We hear some news that the operation took place after consultations with Iraq and Syria. This is not true. When Turkey wants to preserve the security and the decision council from Ankara. That was our report. Unfortunately, I know that will be the question. There is another case. There is another case for us who is Dr. Mohammed Hayy from Istanbul. So you are most welcome to our program again.
Thank you.
Our anchors welcoming you right now.
Okay, thank you.
We will start with Mr. Oglu, Mohammed Hayy Oglu in Turkey. What is this?
أولاً وقبل كل شيء يجب أن نعترف بأن هذه التطورات كلها نتيجة واضحة لأخطاء السياسة الخارجية التركية وإصرارها وإنهاء في عدم الاستماع للانتقادات المبناءة موجهة والتعالي الذي عاشه في مدة 10 سنوات بحكم الحزب الحاكم وبحكم الأغلبية الساحقة في الانتخابات. هذه الأمور الثلاثة الأسباب الرئيسية لحدوث هذه التطورات السلبية في تركيا.
Mr. Dorsey, this is a question for you. Where is the American administration from what goes on in Turkey? Please, Mr. Dorsey.
Thank you for having me on. As far as the United States, the current United States administration goes, they're pushing forward the agenda of the multinational oil corporations and the NATO agenda. They're leading the way with Turkey, the current Turkish government, Israel and Great Britain, and they're pushing forward this agenda to expand the war in Syria and to gain control of the oil pipelines, especially in Kirkuk. And this is about the oil and gas pipelines in the region. The United States and their NATO partners, Israel, Great Britain, they funded, and Turkey funded, financed, and facilitated every action of Daesh. We call it ICE. We call them ISIS here. And this is just to expand the war in Syria and to forward Zionist hegemony across the region for the purposes of pushing forward the agenda of Israel. I think we lost him. Oh, we're back.
يعني تطبقه لهذا الانهيار او هذا الفشل للانتخابات يريد ان يريد الفوضى في الداخل علشان يدفع السياسه التركيه الى الانتخابات المبكره وبالتالي تشجع الفوضى في الداخل. هذا سبب، لكن هناك يعني تحاليل موضوعيه اكثر ان التطورات في الداخل بعد الانتخابات الاخيره كانت ايجابيه جدا، كان حصل نوع توازن في السياسه التركيه، لكن تركيا اخطات في مراقبة حدوثها ما أريد أن أرى كما صرح في هذا الخطأ مسؤولية التناحرات التطرعات في المنطقة يعني تتوقف دور الداعش في المنطقة لأن كانت تقف السلطة حزب الوطن الكردستاني، لكن مثل هذه الإجابة خطيرة جدا وتسيب مرات يعني هذا المجتمع بحكم السنية لأن داعش معظم سنية على حد تعبيرهم وحزب أردوغان أو حزب العدالة بحكم أنها سلطة سنية تحقق أو تبادر عن داعش تقوم سلطة في نعم.
Okay, Mr. Dorsey.
Yes.
Your picture is, I wrote it, not your picture. Please, I contact with you again, and
Is it that?
I have it. Here I have it. I have it, yes, yes, yes. Please. Yes, sir.
طبعا يعني هذه السيناريوهات كلها سيناريوهات، لكن التطورات تدل على ان هذه الاحتمالات ليست بعيدة عن الواقع، لان السلطة الحاكمة او حزب العدالة ورئيس الوزراء وكذلك اردوغان منذ البداية منذ دخوله في السيادة هو يستخدم اسلوب الاخطاء، اسلوب العنف، اسلوب الشدة، ومعرفة التطور ايضا حاول ان يقلده في هذا الامر، وهذا يؤدي الى الانشقاقات داخل المجتمع السوري بالاضافة الى انشقاقات بين ثانيا هناك طبعا ملفات وكذلك قضايا اخرى في بعض الوزراء وكذلك في بعض المسؤولين حزب العداله والتنميه، ولكن الكل يقول بان هذه الملفات ستخرج في نهايه المطاف الى اردوغان، ولذلك للتخلص للدعوه لمحكمه الدستور يقال ان اردوغان يحاول ان يسوي كل امكانيات بحيث كل الدستور موجوده ان تبقى على السلطه حتى تبقى
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Chris, this question is for you. With regard to the American side, we hear that there is a deal between Washington and Accra in order to use the Anderlecht air base against ISIL. What is the size of the American contribution and the internal affairs of Turkey? And what are the American promises in order for Turkey to participate in the coalition against ISIL? Please.
Well, thank you for that question. I think that it's very clear that NATO and the United States, which is has the largest military in the NATO coalition, and their Turkish partners, who are also members of NATO, are definitely pushing for actions against ISIL, which they created, the NATO coalition created. This is about following the money, like everything else. There's a monetary motivation behind it, and I guarantee, and we know that the expansion of military aid to the Turkish government from the United States government has grown exponentially over the past recent years, and this is about military hegemony and the expansion of the United States government acting on behalf of their rulers, unfortunately, which is the Israeli government, to destabilize the region, and they're going after the PKK and other Kurdish interests, which again the United States and their NATO partners.
Chris, is Turkey serious and fighting IS? Is Turkey serious and fighting the ISIL, and how would that reflect on the internal affairs in Turkey? Please, Chris.
Well, I think that all of the partners, NATO partners that are funding all sides of this military conflict, are serious about keeping military action going. I think they're serious about gaining control of the oil pipelines that are under the hands of Daesh, especially the Kirkuk pipeline. And I think they're serious about doing business with the state of Israel and taking away all threats to the business interests of the NATO partners, the international banks, and the international oil corporations. We lost the picture again.
صعب جدا جدا لأن مرور الأيام أثبتت بشكل واضح بأن الأعداء يشتغل ضد مصالح الكفار، لأن الشعب التركي أعطى رسالة إلى الانتخابات الأخيرة على فرض تكرير أو إعادة الانتخابات الداخلية نسبة أصوات حزب العدالة والتنمية إلى 33، ولذلك هذه المحاولات ستكون آخر محاولات للحفاظ على أغلبية حزب العدالة والتنمية، لكن التصورات الاجتماعية طبعا من الصعب تأثيرها الاشتراك تدل على كثيرة من التصورات في تركيا ليست لصالح الحكومات وليست لصالح حزب العدالة والتنمية، ولذلك في خصوص الحزب الحاكم ردود أفعال شديدة جدا للمعارضة وفي جميع من يقوم بالنقد سياسات الحكومة الحالية، لكن هناك ربما احتمال يعني تنظيم إدارية لتشكيل حكومة جديدة مع التي تريد إيقاف الدستورية. هذه الحكومة تكون أمل التركية بدون السياسة الداخلية والخارجية.
Chris, this question is for you right now. With regard to the government, Turkish government, some Turkish leaders say that they are attacking the Kurds' position, but later Mr. Barzani condemned that. What does that mean exactly from your point of view, please?
Well, I think this is typical behavior from the institutions that control all of the NATO partners, including Turkey, and that's their financial source, which is the Bank for International Settlements, which sets the capitalization rates and is the lender of last resort for the United States, for Israel, for Turkey, for all the NATO nations, all but 2 nations in the world, as we know, and they're about expanding warfare, because war is what gets these countries in great debt. War is what greases the wheels of the international financial organizations, and It's to gain control of the oil pipelines and other strategic financial interests. So they're going to talk out of both sides of their mouth. The Turkish government, the United States government, the Israeli government, they're always talking out of both sides of their mouth. They're always funding both sides of all military conflicts. And at the end of the day, the only folks that are hurt are the people in Syria, in Turkey, in the United States, in Iraq, in Iran, in all the nations of the world. Even the people of Israel are hurt by these actions. But I don't trust anything that I hear from any government agent, from any government around the world, because I know what they're in the business of doing, and they're in the business of controlling the minds of the people. They're in the business of spreading warfare, and they're in the business of putting every individual on the planet under debt slavery. So I know that they're just liars. So when I hear statements coming from the Turkish government or the United States government or NATO, I know that it is a lie, and then I just have to read between the lines as far as how to interpret that lie. Because what happens at the end of the day is warfare is spread, there is death and destruction, the financial interest and the strategic natural resources of every nation of the world is controlled by a small few, and I just named the culprit. The main culprit is the Federal Reserve Bank, the Bank for International Settlements, and the military-industrial complex that is their proxy in these wars against the people of the world.
Mr. Dorsey, thank you very much for being with us. I really appreciate your presence and your information. But sorry about the technical fault twice.
Oh,
Thank you very much. My regards to the family.
God bless.
I can call you in the foreseeable future. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.